Alright folks, today we're gonna compare two gimbals. It's these two, the Zhiyun Weebill S over here and the Feiyutech AK2000, which is this one. So if you're looking for either one of these two gimbals, let's take these and compare them so you can make an educated decision on which one to buy. So let me take you along in this video and compare these two gimbals. Here we go. So that is the intro to the video I made of how to get better gimbal shots. And if you're interested in that, you can go back and watch that video. I will link it in the description. So before we start, I just want to say thanks to all of you guys who support this channel. And of course, if you're new here, remember to subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. And I do that every Sunday. So let's get into it, guys. First off, let's take a look at the build quality of these two gimbals. The Weebill S, as you can see, it is plastic. You can feel it. There's a bit of metal up here, but else most of it is made out of plastic down here. All this up here is metal. On the other hand, the AK2000 is made out of metal. Everything here is metal. This is a wood handle, of course, but else it's metal and feels very robust. So by build quality, I like the AK2000S better than the Weebill S because of its more robust and metal build style. So does this have any difference in the weight? No, they both weigh about 1.5 kilos. I just weighed them right here in the studio, so there's not a big difference in that. So the next thing is actually pretty important, that is price. What does these two gimbals cost? The AK2000S costs $349 and the Weebill S cost $449. So you save $100 if you buy the AK2000S. But that is not all. Feiyutech has actually included the follow focus motor in this deal. So that means if you want the same setup on the Weebill S, you have to buy the follow focus motor, and that is an extra $85. So in total, you will actually save $185 if you buy the AK2000 over the Weebill S. And that is a lot of money and worth taking into consideration. But is it really worth it? We'll see. Next up is payload. What can these two gimbals actually take? And the numbers are 2.2 kilos for the AK2000S, and the Weebill S has a compatibility list where you can go in and see what camera and lens fits on this bad boy right here. But what does this really mean? For the Weebill S, it means that you can take larger cameras with hefty lenses, like my GH5 with the 10 to 25mm Leica lens. Or you could also take the 18 to 35 Sigma and put it on there. And there's still space for my quick release plate. You can add the follow focus motor, wireless system, and so on with not a problem at all. On the other hand, the AK2000S has a bit of a problem right there. The best system, or the largest system I could fit on there, was my GH5 with the 12 to 35, which is a great camera solution and system to put on there. But there wasn't space for any more than that. If I put the large lens like the 10 to 25 on there, I could not balance this gimbal. And why couldn't I do that? That is because the arm is not as long as on the Weebill S, so we can't fit a large camera on this one. And you also have this mounting plate with this bracket right here, which actually will hit the arm if you push this one further back, so it's a bit harder to balance this one with a heavy camera. So if you want to use this one, use a smaller camera and it's not a problem at all. Then we got controls. Both of these two gimbals has a screen where you can adjust all the settings for the gimbal, so you don't have to use the app. But on the AK2000S you have a large touchscreen LCD right here, where on the Weebill S it's a much smaller screen where you have to use the joystick or the wheel down here to maneuver in the settings right here. But with that said, I can adjust more settings on the Weebill S than I can on the AK2000S. Alright, let's take a look at battery time. How long does these two gimbal last? The AK2000S will run for about 7 hours, where the Weebill S will take you 12 hours to run out of battery. So a big difference on these two gimbals. But there is one thing that I do not like about the AK2000S, is that when you're going to charge it, you have to plug in the cable into the gimbal. You cannot take the battery out because it's an internal battery, and that can be a big problem if you're on a shoot and you need more battery. Then you have to plug this one in and wait for it to charge. On the Weebill S you have two batteries sitting down here, so you can bring as many batteries as you want, and when you want to charge them you just pop these out and put them into the charger. So for my sake, I like the Weebill S way of charging it than the AK2000S. Let's take a look at portability of these two gimbals. The Weebill S has a significant advantage here because you can pack it down into smaller sections. This makes it much easier to fit into my backpack. The Love Pro Tactic 450 easily slips in there with not a problem. If we take a look at the AK2000, it is one big gimbal. You can take the grip off and that is it. So it won't fit into my backpack as the Weebill S will. So this one has to go on the outside of the bag, which I really don't like when I'm traveling along. I like to have my gimbal on the inside if possible. So therefore this one goes to the Weebill S because I can pack it down into my backpack. Let's take a look at accessory mounts on these two gimbals. The AK2000 has two mounts, one up here on top, and then it got a mount on the top here right there as well. So the AK2000 has two accessory mounts, and the Weebill S only got one accessory mount here on this side. But does this make it any worse than the AK2000S? In my opinion, no, because the AK2000 does not have an accessory mount on the side. So the only place that I can mount a monitor would be right here on top, and this one I could make, this one right here, I might be able to add a microphone, but having the monitor up here is for me not an ideal position. I like to have it down low by the side of the gimbal. As you can see here on the Weebill S, you have one accessory mount here, and I have added this small rig rail and this field mount monitor thing right here. Let me see. I can slide this one on and I can easily put my monitor on here, and if I wanted the monitor on top, I could buy a handle with the same quarter-inch screw hole up here, so I can add a monitor on top instead. But for my sake, I like to have it down here, and I can also add a lot of other things using the mounting point down there on the side. So I still like that the Weebill S has a mounting point on the side that the AK2000 doesn't have. What is my overall judgment of these two gimbal, and which one should you choose? Of course, the AK2000 has some good points. There's things I like about it, but overall I like the Weebill S better because it's my main gimbal. And I just wanted to show you this so you could see what is the difference between a gimbal that I really like and something new that I'm not used to. And the thing that I do not like about this gimbal is that it cannot take big cameras with heavy lenses, which I can on the Weebill S. I do not like that I have to plug this one in to charge the batteries, and I do not like the grip. I think it's too slippery. But there's things that I really like about it. I like that it's made of metal, it feels sturdy, and you can store your cables in this compartment in here, and you get a very good gimbal for a very great price. So if you have a smaller camera and you want to save $185 over the Weebill S, the AK2000 is a great option for you to choose. But if you're using larger cameras, larger lenses, heavyweight, take the Weebill S and spend the extra $185. Yeah, so that is kind of the difference between the two. They can do the same job. They have great stability, both of them. So there's not a big difference there. That is it, guys. This gimbal comparison is over. And if you want to see the how to get better gimbal shots video that I showed you in the intro, I will link it right here or down below, so you can go back and watch that. And if you're interested in learning more about the Weebill S, I have a full series of videos, and I will link some of them down here so you can go back and see them as well. And of course, if you're new here, remember to subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. And then there's only one thing to say: stay creative and go out and shoot some dope videos. See you next time. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're still hanging on here, if you think I should give this gimbal away, shoot me down in the comments if I should give this gimbal away in the next video. See ya. 'Cause we both deserve it all.